Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Crusader Kings II in our Lord of the Scots series. So, we've got this retinue heading down to pay a visit to York because these guys have been giving me trouble for a bit. Meanwhile, we have our Chancellor trying to fabricate a claim on Essex. The Duchy, the petty kingdom of Essex, in fact. Looks like this army is pretty much going to be gone. After 100 years of the Kingdom of Scotland, the Duchy of Mide is no longer considered a de jure part of the Kingdom of Ireland. So that, it would appear, Duchy of Connacht is no longer considered a de jure part either. So it looks like de jure Ireland no longer exists. Let's have a look. Let's see. Kingdom of Scotland. Yeah, look at that. This is all de jure Scotland now. De jure Ireland no longer exists whatsoever. Let's see if this changes at all. Yeah. So I would have to... Yeah, the Kingdom of Ireland is still declarable, but it does not exist as a de jure entity anymore. If I declared it, then it would appear where it's supposed to be, because kingdoms, in terms of the de jure rules, do not actually change their positioning. Duchies do, as you just saw. But if I were to declare, hey, this is Ireland, then boom, this would be Ireland, and then after another 100 years, all of these would once again become de jure Ireland. But for now, this is all part of de jure Scotland. We've held it for so long, it's 980 AD, that's all part of, this is the titular kingdom of Ireland, for that exact reason. Because, yeah. All of this is now part of Scotland, which is actually kind of awesome. You know, it's the namesake of the series, Lord of the Scots. You know, we've conquered so much of the British Isles and we continue to do well. That's what's happening. So Julia is now of legal age. She became a charismatic negotiator. Quite good. Well, kind of iffy, actually. Julia is a not such great character. I'm going to march this army straight north to pay a visit to these raiders who are already leaving. Of course they are. I'm getting tired of ping-ponging this retinue all around Scotland just to fight off these raiders. I've been encouraged to kill these pagans, but now that they've broken up into so many different kingdoms, it would be such a chore, and I'd rather focus on just continuing to defeat the rest of the British Isles instead. Oh no, Roderick is ill. How much would it suck if he died right now? He's 36, so it would take a hell of an illness to knock out a character that young. Tell you what, let's change his focus to hunting. Oh, we can't change it for another 3 years. Damn. We'll get that extra health point, which is always good for a little extra longevity. He should survive. There doesn't appear to be any kind of pox upon Gowrie where he is, so he's got a cold. Let's say that. I should stop talking about it. The more I talk about it, the more likely that something bad will just happen, because Murphy's Law. Or just because that's my luck and the luck of most people when playing Crusader Kings II. Whichever it is, bad things might happen. We'll try to avoid that. Awesome. Caught those guys. Meanwhile, let's have a look at our... Oh, wait, you know what? Our murder plot went away. I totally forgot about that in the chaos after the craziness. So we need to knock out some successors here. We need to really lower this, because Princess Marguerite is currently second in line. We need to knock out Ethel. So, yeah, let's plot to kill Ethel. Oh, no. Okay, well... Plot power is not higher than the 26% we get naturally. So let's see if any... Oh, good. There are lots of people willing to join, though. So that's good. Let's go ahead and send a gift your way. These are some of the same people that were in our previous plot. Let's send a gift her way. Send a gift her way. Or his way. Okay, that's better. This character, I'm going to send this guy a gift. Okay, his opinion of me just went way up, but unfortunately he's still too reluctant. Sometimes you can get someone who's... If you get a good enough opinion bonus, you can still do that. Okay, and then let's also... Where is he, by the way? He's in Shrewsbury. Trying to find where you are. Oh, Shrewsbury, right here. All right, so I should have just looked at the icon, but anyway, still learning my way around. You know, some of the finer details. There's just so much to learn in Crusader Kings II. I've got hundreds of hours in the game, and I feel like I'm still scratching the surface. So we're gonna also put our spy master in Shrewsbury to boost the plot power a little bit. So hopefully this should put it not quite at 100, but this gives us a chance now that other people are involved to try and kill that second-in-line character, so we can help ensure that the woman we are betrothed to, who's now 11, 5 years away from an actual marriage to Prince Roderick, so that we can ensure... she's also, by the way, she's a strong character, so she has some good traits. And of course, Prince Roderick does not have any of the desirable traits of the bloodline, even though we have a lot of genius and strong characters in the dynasty. He does not have those, so she could hopefully reintroduce some strong children. Let's see, a message about arranged betrothal. Okay, he wants slain again. Decline. We had this discussion. Oh, speaking of slain, she became a Grey Eminence, so she has just reached her... Alright, Despot of Taurica. Kingdom of Taurica is right over here. Interesting. The Duke of Pois? How interesting would it be? Okay, no. Not willing to do a matrilineal marriage. Of course not. Even though, but she's so attractive. She's such a perfect character. Why would you possibly say no? Sure, you're going to give me your entire kingdom if you say yes, but she's pretty. Oh man, it was worth a shot. I mean, you never know. I mean, you couldn't do that for a kingdom, but for a lesser title, you might be willing to get someone to give up a lot for as attractive a character as she is. And I don't just mean the attractive trait. She has a lot of very good qualities. So, anyway. Still trying to fabricate in Essex. Oh, that's a large raiding army. Largest we've seen in a while. Let's try and catch them. What's happening here? Duchess Sarah is trying to fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of Scotland. Stop it. Pretty please. Well, were we just defeated? Because we tried to run? Okay. You decided to join your personal guard in their daily training regimen at dawn. Things were a bit stiff at first, but when they realized you wouldn't have them beheaded for scoring hits on you with their wooden practice swords, they taught you many valuable lessons. Your martial skill has improved. That's kind of cool. So I guess I tried to run, and that counted as a defeat for my retinue. That's kind of lame, because I needed to kill these guys. So we're going to march them straight back down to Durham, because they didn't actually lose any troops. Okay, good. He's not ill anymore. I actually forgot he was ill. Let's see. I think we can hold a summer fair. Let's go ahead and do that. This should make the peasants happy. Is anyone else willing to join our plot? No. You know, it occurs to me as I was looking at the line of succession there, that's just one of the many things I've learned during this series. And I know I mentioned at the beginning of the last episode, we are in episode 59 of Lord of the Scots now. When we get to episode 60, we will, of course, take a break from Lord of the Scots and return to it later on down the line. And I do have more Crusader Kings II content planned for the future, of course. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh god, what are you going to do after Lord of the Scots? Are you going to keep playing Crusader Kings II? Check out the September 30th look-ahead video that I posted, on September 30th. I detailed some plans for the noon slot that you might be interested in hearing about if you're a Crusader Kings II fan and are curious to know what, aside from Civilization 6, I will be doing in the noon slot. But I want to take a second, just given the fact that we're nearing 60 episodes, and the fact that I was just looking at this going, oh man, that's how I can find the line of succession. Thank you to so many of you, especially to a particular few who have chimed in with regular comments on this series, just making it so interactive and awesome and educational, not only for me, but for anyone who watches the episodes and then goes in and reads the comments. It's just been fantastic. So you know who you are. I've thanked you before, but I just feel obligated, obliged, and indebted, such as to thank you again, because it's been awesome. When the alderman asked for permission for a summer fair, I never could have guessed I would regret that. After a pie. Oh yeah, there's this. I can't believe their imprudence. That happened a few episodes back, actually, just 2 episodes back. I know because I was watching that episode to prepare for watching this one. Recording this one. Bishop Morgan the Wicked claims that he would be a better court chaplain than Bishop Renaud, and petitions he should be given the title of court chaplain for the Kingdom of Scotland. This is Bishop Morgan the Wicked. So I rule in Kingdom of Scotland. Sorry, buddy. You suck. You are not going to be my court chaplain. It's great fun while it lasted. Anyone else willing to join our plot? Man, he's got so much plot power. I wish we could invite him, because, I mean, if we could invite him, it would just be over so fast. Is there anyone else that might be... Oh, this character could potentially be tempted. Let's try it. Nope. She has a lot better opinion of us now, though. I wonder why. Oh, okay. Well, let's take a second and look at the world in general. I haven't done this in a while. I mean, I briefly did it last episode, but let's see how things are going. So, obviously, the Byzantine Empire has been doing pretty well. It's 981, and they actually control a good amount of territory. They also have taken control, looks like, of Antioch. Good for them. So they actually control Antioch. Lombardy is, looks like, under siege from that jihad that was launched last episode, so that's a little scary. This is the current religious state of the world. Looks like Andalusia is doing a pretty good job of bringing Catholicism back in force to the Iberian Peninsula, so that's good news. There are still some Muslim holdouts in this area, but hopefully some future jihads will ensure that this... hopefully future crusades will happen here and ensure that nothing else happens there with the spread of the Muslim faith into that region, because we need to beat them back and have this in the name of Catholicism, at least if we're going for historical accuracy. Let's see. So here are the current de jure kingdoms. Of course, this, as you can see here, a lot of this is converting to being part of de jure Scotland. So yeah, the game's going quite well. At least for us. It's chaotic in a lot of the rest of the world. I'm surprised that the Byzantine Empire is doing as well as it does, or as well as it is. It's refreshing to see. Pretty soon I'll be able to hold a summer fair. Oh no, not a summer fair. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm getting my summer fair and my feasts mixed up. You must perform. I'd like to hire you. Satisfy everyone's hunger. I hereby invite you. I don't like you either. Don't like you either. Don't like you either. You or you. Okay, good. That wasn't too many declines. Do people still have the short rain penalty? Hang on, let's have a look at this. No, it looks like the short rain penalty has gone away. That's useful. What new laws can I declare, if any? Let's see here. I could raise crown authority. People wouldn't like it. I could also raise centralization, which would increase my domain size. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Vassal limit. Ooh, wait. I would have to give up a vassal, though. I'll hold off on that for now. There's not really a reason to do that at the moment. I kind of feel like I want to go to high crown authority. We are an elective aristocratic kingdom. See, if we went to high crown authority, then vassal titles could no longer pass outside the realm through inheritance, which is a nice guarantee. So I'm going to go ahead and set that in motion. I feel like Roderick is the one, when he's young in his reign, and hopefully he has many years ahead of him. I feel like he's the one. How dare Bishop Harold insult me? Someone insulted me at my feast. Alright, so support is building. Alright, so this is the list of opponents. Okay, let's see. It's not going to take a lot to buy you guys off. So let me just send some money to you people. I assume that's all that's needed. I'm not seeing the number go up. Oh, there it is. Some of these gifts are actually pretty substantial. So I need to be careful not to just send gifts willy-nilly to everybody. Still need to do a designated regent. I guess I'll go ahead and set that title up. Designated regent. It should probably be Duncan. I mean, he's the heir. Or maybe it should be Duchess Murren of the Duchess of Lancaster. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'll set it up as Duncan. I mean, he's the heir to the kingdom already, so he's the regent if anything goes wrong. It's not likely to be needed, but there you go. We haven't had any raids happen in a while, I'm noticing. Why is that? It's been very, very calm for the past little while. Knock on wood. Now that I've said that, all the raids are going to descend upon me like hellfire and brimstone. Let's see, that should make the peasants happy. We're going to do another feast. I have been... Okay, let me comment on this real quick. I've been discouraged, actively, but from spending too much money on these feasts and summer fairs and things. It is my habit as a Crusader Kings II player. Granted, I don't think I'm a novice anymore. I think I'm an intermediate player. I think that's a fair classification. By no means am I an advanced player in the league of some of the people that inspired me to start this channel. But I have kind of learned whether or not this is a good thing, just to kind of keep a pretty steady flow of those events going, just especially with newer kings, to ensure that people's opinion of you is high, that revolt risk is low, and that things generally don't go badly. Here's your money, don't ever want to see you again. So that's why I do that. Even though people have said over and over, like, don't worry about that. Don't spend that money. The feasts in particular are a good way to raise people's opinion of you early on when things are a little bit uncertain. Every summer fair, mages and diviners flock to read signs, events, and omens. Their interpretation of such things are often exaggerated, but there are still people who believe in their rituals and interpretations. Allow them to stay. Let's be magnanimous. Alright, so we are still hoping that our Chancellor will do something here, but he's been here for a while, so Prince Duncan, you're starting to make me worry a little bit. We're going to give it a little bit more time, though. And next year, we'll be able to change his focus away from war focus in July of 983. So in, like, exactly a year, a little bit less. Ah, merchant caravan. Very well, let them in. Tell us more about this mythical realm of Hindustan. We're about to get a good character. Let's see. Demba, who is a very good steward. It's very kind. I accept your gift. Better steward than the one we have. Congratulations, you're now our steward. You're going to collect taxes in Gowrie. Speaking of better stewards and better characters in general, let's make sure that everyone else is... Yep, we've got the best possible characters, except Morgan, who is, again, a wicked priest. And his name, of course, his name is Morgan. Alright, so we're still trying to fabricate a claim on Essex. Again, Duncan, I'm not sure about you, buddy. Let's go to speed 4, though. We're going to hold a feast. This might be my last one for a while, because I'm not going to completely ignore your advice that these maybe aren't necessary and are kind of a waste of money. You must perform at my feast. Good news, my co-conspirator Sandric has let me know that Duke Ithil of Pois will soon have a tragic fall at the castle parapet. Fly, little bird, fly. No feast is complete without boar meat. Who will get the prestigious task of hunting and slaying the boars needed for the feast? I will hunt the boars myself. Why not? Spend enough to satisfy everyone's hunger. How'd the murder plot go? Tell me. I hereby invite you too. Well, I don't like you either. 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 This is a lot of no's. That's unfortunate. That's a lot of people I won't get extra opinion bonuses with. Awesome. All right, so it seems like little Duke Ethel of Pois had not yet learned how to fly. He died a quick and presumably painless death. That was just funnier when I read it out loud. Chicken for lunch today, I think. Okay, well, here's why that was important. Princess Marguerite is now 13. She's not quite going to come of age in this episode, but she'll come of age before I think we end this part of the series. It'll definitely be in the next episode. Okay, so we succeeded with that plot, did not get caught, which is quite awesome. So Princess Marguerite is now, let's have a look here. Awesome. She is now the first in line, and there's been a second child, but that child is not in line at the moment. So we want to keep her first in line so she gets a nice strong claim. I think that's the way it works, which can then be inherited. Let's see, the following important decisions are available. Hold a grand tournament. I think that's the plan. That claim should be heritable, rather, would be the correct word. Honestly, like, my ability to describe exactly what I'm going for in, like, perfect Crusader Kings II lingo is a little bit sketchy, but that's fine. Like, I know what I'm going for, and when it happens, we'll talk about it more. I haven't conquered territory too much this way myself, but I kind of know what I'm doing, thanks to the practice I've gotten from this series and thanks to your advice. My beloved niece Julia is concerned she is still not married. That's because you're a crappy character, Julia. And here I was hoping she'd take the vows. Oh, I'm a bastard. Okay, can we... Alright, we can't quite change his focus yet. Almost. We're waiting on the 13th of July. Let's speed these up a little. Closing in on year 10. Oh, Alan Reed died in the dungeons. Oh, that sucks. That's terrible. So he actually died in the dungeons of that guy. What? Ah, interesting. Okay, that might be why we're not being raided as much, because it looks like the King of Denmark is imprisoned. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Looks like there's a revolt happening in Kember. Let's see what's happening. It's a Welsh revolt. War against the tyranny of King Breslaugur the Holy. Interesting. So Wales could break off from this. At least if I'm interpreting that correctly, then Wales could break off from this revolt, which is not good. We need this revolt not to succeed, because that could really mess with our plans. Everything's going so smoothly right now. We killed the only male, the only boy child that okay, you still want to marry Slain. Well, yeah, we killed the only boy child that was in line for that title, is the sentence that I was going to finish there. So, Slain Weeb. Really, really good character. We kind of left off after that joking attempt at a matrilineal marriage with her. I mean... yeah, we're going to decline this, because it doesn't seem like this character is actually... doesn't have any significant claims. Richard Looping. Let's have a look here. No. He's the heir. Okay. I don't know why it's not saying that. Alright, let's go ahead and accept this then. Fine. That's Aquitaine. If a member of our dynasty could magically get access to Aquitaine somehow, the way that we've magically got access to this territory down here. Alright, Effie, what are you doing? Trying to kill him? Hey, stop it. People randomly trying to kill each other. Okay, I will go ahead and cut this episode here. We're going to dive in with episode 60 next, and then take a little bit of a break with Lord of the Scots as we prepare for Civilization 6. I'm so stupidly excited about it. But in the meantime, as you know, we are waiting on this claim to fabricate, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and redeploy you, because I feel like you are taking a little bit too long there, buddy. I feel like you've been bribed. But you've been taking a while to fabricate anything, let alone just like a ducal title. So yeah, we're going to try that again. But also, we are paying very close attention to what's happening here in Kember, because if we can manage to sneak our way into inheriting or pressing a claim on this kingdom, then we can very rapidly acquire the majority of land that we need in order to declare the Empire of Britannia. Right now, we are at 62%. We need 80% to declare ourselves Emperor of Britannia. And then once we control the British Isles, the series may be declared complete. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Lord of the Scots every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you not in the States. Of course, the channel is on the half schedule as I record this, so if you're watching these episodes live, they will be coming out every other day, but standard fare for the channel is daily content in historical and grand strategy stuff at noon, and then of course I have simulation, sci-fi, and survival type content in my 6 p.m. slot if you ever want to check that out. But again, thanks very much for watching. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next episode.